have SP Vaid, who's the former Director General of Police of the Jammu and Kashmir Police, and Ashok Sajanhar, who's the former Ambassador, joining us to discuss the impact of the measures that India has taken against the backdrop of the Pahalgam attack. Now, Mr. Vaid, I want to ask you first. Now, Pakistan has said that India can't suspend Indus Waters Treaty unilaterally. Now, it took the countries 9 years to find consensus when it comes to this treaty. What does this mean? What are the next steps that are going to take place? If you could help us explain that.
See, cancelling Indus Waters Treaty will have a lot of impact on Pakistan. If you see, this was signed in 1960, and the major chunk of the water at that time, 70% of it was given to Pakistan. As Pradeep was saying, the Indus River, the Chenab and Jhelum, which actually have a huge quantity of water, have been given to Pakistan, and 3 rivers of Punjab, Bias, Satluj and Ravi, given to India. And it was lopsided. In fact, this agreement I was going through, I don't know why the then Prime Minister was so liberal, and how our people allowed this kind of agreement. But anyway, whatever happened. I think it's a very good step the government of India has taken, and I think it will impact not only Pakistan's electricity, their irrigation, it will affect their agriculture. It will even drinking water will have problem. But we need to build infrastructure. We earlier, whenever if you recall, whenever we used to raise the height of the dam on Chenab River, they will immediately object, and then we allow them for inspection. And Pakistan was actually using Indus Waters Treaty to embarrass and harass India. I have seen for years together raising objections, not responding to India's replies, so that caste escalation takes place in all the power projects. And this is blackmailing. This is again, you can say, different kind of terror, different kind of which Pakistan army was actually waging against India. And it's very appropriate step that will impact Pakistan. It will hurt them. It actually should hurt. As far as other actions, I think India has diplomatically taken very appropriate steps. This is the time we must convey this. We will not tolerate your nonsense. And my another request would be, more than these terrorists, their AQAs, that is Pakistan deep state, which constitutes Pakistan Army and ISI, they need to be made pay for it. Actually, unless it hurts them, the response of India will not be full. I think we must take actions. Obviously, these cannot be discussed in public domain.
Absolutely. Yes, Mr. Vaid. I think what you said just about sums it up, right? There's a very clear message that is being sent. This is Shreyansi as well joining in the conversation. Thank you so much, both of you, for taking time out and joining us. I also wanted to take this point across to Mr. Sajanhar, get his take as well going as far as the Pakistan commentary is concerned when it comes to the Indus Waters Treaty, because they've said that India cannot be suspending it unilaterally. It took the countries, of course, 9 years to find consensus when it comes to this treaty. Mr. Sajanhar, so what does this really mean? What are the next steps according to you?
Thank you very much. I think this is a very significant step, and I agree with what Mr. Vaid has said, that this is going to be a very significant blow to Pakistan, to the people of Pakistan, in fact. And, just to give a few numbers, the western rivers of Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, they account for about 99 billion cubic meters of water per year. And out of that, about 90% has been given to Pakistan, only 10% with India. And India can, of course, use the run-of-the-river water for its projects. But there also, Pakistan has not been cooperative. And as far as the eastern rivers are concerned, we get 80% that is from Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab, and those are the western rivers. Bias, Sutlej, and Ravi, we get 80%. So Pakistan has got a very generous deal in this, but still it keeps complaining. Right now, I think it is definitely going to hurt the people in their agriculture, in industry also, in daily consumption as well as power production. So, but what was mentioned is that we have to take some action so that the supporters and people who are, as Mr. Rajnath Singh said, those who are behind the curtains, behind closed doors, who are supporting them, they need to be punished, they need to be hurt. And I think that action will, I'm sure, come soon. And it will hit them very, very hard. It will hit them harder than what was done in Uri in 2016 and in Balakot in 2019. It will be significant so that it will act as a deterrent. It will not be a proportional action. It will be, I think, much more than that, so that the message goes out to Pakistan that if it again engages in actions of this nature, then the retribution is going to be very severe.
Well, absolutely. So if you could also help us understand, when it comes to diplomatic relations, there's a lot being undone. As you can see, there's cancellation of visas, and there's a very clear message that India is sending in terms of measures, very strong measures that we have taken. So could you help us explain what do you make of this tectonic shift when it comes to the measures that India has taken, and also the diplomatic ties between the two countries, and how much are you penciling it? What is it that the impact that you're penciling in at this point in time?
You know, it is being brought down really to the most minimal of contacts between the two countries. You would recall that the high commissioners between the two countries, they were withdrawn in 2019 when India had abrogated Article 370. Pakistan then decided to call back its high commissioner. India also called back its high commissioner. So there have been no sort of, heads of missions in either of the two high commissions in the two countries. And right now, even the defense attaches, they have been asked to leave. Their staff has been asked to leave. The total number of personnel in the high commission, that has also been curtailed. Originally, it was 110. From that, it was brought down to 55, and now it has been brought down to 30. So we are retaining our contacts to the absolute minimal, and it is up to Pakistan now. The ball has been very much in their court, that if they abjure irrevocable give up terrorism actions against India, then we can reconsider whether it is the Indus Waters Treaty or as far as the other normal diplomatic contacts are concerned. But otherwise, over the last few years, we see that our interaction has been very, very limited. Even intergovernmental organizations like SAARC and others, they are not functioning, principally because Pakistan gives support to terrorism. So I think this will come down even further. But the loser in this is going to be Pakistan, going to be the Pakistan people. But we will need to take action which will hurt the deep state of Pakistan, that is the army and the ISI. And I'm quite confident that action on that front will also be visible very, very soon.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Sajjanar, as well as Mr. Ved, for joining us today and helping us understand the impact when it comes to all of these measures. Of course, the losing hand is going to be Pakistan's, and that's the word coming in from Ashok Sajjanar, former ambassador. Moving on.